you're dark. Hold on. Okay, so we got our lovely 4.6 differential from MPAC. Yeah.
Insert right here.
Yeah. But I didn't have a spare cover, so we gotta yank off the cover from our original diff. We're gonna clean it up, paint it up, and throw it into the subframe, which is right there, and hopefully get the car ready to go by the end of the day. We got a lot of work to do. Let's get started. Oh.
It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon, by the way.
2 o'clock.
We had errands to do.
Lots of errands. But this car is going to be on the ground, drivable, and it's going to look pretty sweet at the end of this, even though the only thing you'll really see is the wheels. Which is stupid, but whatever. Let's get to it. Okay, so differentials are really heavy, and I want to let you see that firsthand. So move the diff into the pan.
What?
Yeah, use your squatting skills. So pick it up from here and here, and then just squat it up and put it in the pan. Just lean it in. That kind of worked. Yeah, there you go. Cool. And now we take off the cover. So get the little gun, and then I think it's 14s or 12s. I don't know. Go ahead and gun off the cover. Just take everything completely off. Just gun it all out. Oh, I lied. And now the whole cover should just come off. Take the flathead to it and just give it a good right here. Or not. Oh.
It's the wrong hole.
The wrong hole, yeah. Wow. But yeah, we don't need this anymore. We can just take it to the side. Let's go ahead and clean this up.
Why do we have to clean this?
So we can paint it. Oh. The dirt and everything won't let the paint adhere properly. So gotta make sure it's squeaky clean before we can prime it and make it look pretty. Even though no one's gonna see it. Except for us, we'll know. We'll know that it's pretty, and that's all that matters. And go ahead and just rough it up everywhere. Just enough so that the paint can attach to it a little better. It doesn't have to be perfect, honestly. Tape everything that we don't want to paint. So this thing, these, and the insides. Alright, so it helps to make a cone out of the tape, an inverted cone, and then just stick it into the hole. Good enough.
No, it's not good enough. It has to be perfect.
Alright, no, that's perfect right there.
Yeah. Wait, no, it's stuck to my finger. Wait!
Waiting? Okay.
Oh.
Here you go. For the second one. And I'll help you do these real quick. So we got 3 semi-used bottles of primer. Go to town. Yeah, again, it's super poorly prepped, but oh well. Alright, we got 2 layers of primer on it. So, because our, what are these? Toe rods? Toe arms? Toe arms are incorrect. They're for S13. We went ahead and went to the hardware store and grabbed a bunch of washers that conveniently fit on both ends to make it so that there's no play inside of the subframe mount. So, well, we also, that's the wrong one. We got new bolts.
Oh.
Yeah. So you know how these are the ovular ones?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got regular bolts so that it doesn't move. So, courtesy of GK Tech. Okay, so it comes with 2 giant washers that lock out the ovular section of it. So go ahead and take off the bolt or the nut, sorry, and one of the washers, and slide the bolt into position.
Wait, what?
Slide the bolt into the subframe. Oh. Just not all the way though, because you gotta stick 2 washers onto it. Okay. So these 2. then back out the bolt a little bit, yeah, and then bring that up and slide that in, and then do the same for the next 2 washers. There you go, and then there you go. And just push all the way through. There you go. And then, so now we have no play and equal spacing. Once we tighten it, it won't move. So yeah, go ahead and put the other washer on it. Yeah. Sweet. And once it's all completely tight, not as much play as before, it's good enough. And Rizza just did this side and I forgot to record, but you get the idea. And then once we crank down the other side, there's no play at all. And we also got another pair for the upper control arm. So we want to get rid of this. This is the original adjustment, right? Mm-hmm. So if you turn this, it either pushes this out or pulls it in because of the ovular shape of it. Mm-hmm. So you see how there's grooves on the sides here?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we want to make sure that there's no play, because when we're like doing aggressive driving, we don't want any potential movement. So these lock these out. That's what the big washers do, at least. There you go. Okay, and then get the new one on there.
So they're all not in the hole. Oh, sheet. Oh. I didn't say it fully.
Sheet. You gotta push it back.
Yeah, it's not in the hole.
Just push it through. It'll seat itself. Maybe not, but do we need a mallet?
Yeah.
Alright, that should be fine. And then don't forget this guy. That's good. Ooh, it's so nice to have new stuff. This side proved to be less of a struggle. Hopefully it just slides right in. Maybe. Give it a good tap. There you go. And then once you tighten it, it'll kind of set itself into place. Alright. Sweet!
You gotta tighten everything else though.
Oh, you mean? Oh, yeah. Yeah, let's do that later. Let's go ahead and get back to painting. We're gonna be jumping around a lot. Shiny.
Wow.
It takes 1.5 quarts, and since I've already used this previously in another car, I know that there's 0.5 in this one, and we got a new one, so we're just gonna dump all of this in there, and then yeah. So yeah, we're just gonna fill this, and then we're just gonna fill this up and go a little bit over 1.5, just so just so that when we put it back onto the car, we can open up the fill plug and then just let the rest drain out, so we know we have the proper amount.
Is this all?
Yeah, you can just use the new one now.
Does it smell that great?
Yeah, no, it smells awful. And that's new too, like once it's... You smelled how it was when we opened the newer one, or the older one. I can't talk today. It's not my day. Alright, that should be good.
You should just put subtitles.
I know, right? And it's just completely different from what I'm saying. Okay, so you know how to ice a cake, right?
No.
No? You've never used one of those? Yeah.
No.
So, no? Not even a little bit? So, what you're gonna do is we're gonna create our own little seal around this cover section. And what you're gonna do is just pretty much draw a line around everything, right? And just make it consistent.
In the middle or to the side?
Like generally in the middle here, and then go around. And then keep going and go around.
And then just go around like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. And it takes very consistent okay, you're just gonna go for it. Oh. Yeah, you're just gonna...
Sorry.
No, that's fine. You can just keep, just continue where you left off. And make sure there's like a contact. There you go.
It's not This is not perfect, sorry.
That's fine. You can always go over it again. Doesn't have to be one taker.
My right hand is like cramping. What does this do?
This creates a seal between the two pieces of metal that are making connection, because there's like micro grooves that can potentially leak out oil, or fluids rather. And just any like thin spots, like here, just go over it again. What do you think? Good enough?
It's hard around like the skinny edges.
No, it's totally fine. Don't worry. All right, let's get that cover. Okay, you're just gonna go for it. Just make sure it's generally super centered. And it should be fine. So we got the cover all squared away. We're gonna let it cure for about an hour before we torque everything down properly. And then, what should we do? I guess I'll go ahead and undercoat the rear section and get everything else ready in terms of clearance for the subframe to go in. So yeah. While the subframe is out, we need to do a few things that we couldn't normally do while the subframe was in. And that is, we're gonna cut this little shield here for the gas tank and bend it upwards. Or maybe we could just hammer it, I don't know, we'll see. We're gonna also bend the e-brake brackets up so that they're a little more like secure, because the e-brake lines tend to fall off and start touching the drive shaft. Well, I've had it with my car, had that issue a couple times, and it wasn't fun at all. So we're gonna do that. Yeah, just go to town. So this shield is the cause of axles to rip apparently, because when the car is under load and it hits a dip or something, the boot will hit this and rip it open, and then all the grease and stuff will fall out, and that's why my subframe is like that. And it's super gross, so if we hammer this upwards, it has less of a chance of tearing into the boot. So, go ahead. And that should be a little better. So you see those little metal brackets there? Mm-hmm. So you see how it's already like popped off of there? Mm-hmm. It's supposed to be like that, kind of. There you go. And yeah, pop that guy in. And then, yeah. Okay. And then now you can bend it outward and up. There you go, just like that. And just twist the whole thing, yeah. There you go, and just twist it. There you go. Nice. That should be sufficient. And then just create a little lip for it to sit on. And so it doesn't slide off. This? Yeah, you can do that.
But then I feel like you'll like...
Nah, I won't puncture or anything, if that's what you're worried about.
Yeah.
Nah. Started doing some of the undercoat in the rear. It sprays a poopy brown, which is pretty gross, but then it dries to a nice black. We didn't do much masking because we're not very, we're kind of lazy right now, so we just spray what we can. But it'll look good, better than OEM. At least we wiped it all off, right? So we'll report back once it's all dry. So we got the undercoat all set for now. I'm gonna let it cure, and in the meantime, we're gonna go ahead and torque down the diff cover. Rizza's already got her little torque wrench good to go. So, you know, I think it's, so we'll just go however. I don't know 100%. I didn't Google it yet, but we're gonna go ahead and do this one first.
It's already to,
yeah, it's already to 40. Okay. So just we're torquing it to 40 foot-pounds. Just keep going.
Oh god, I'm scared for it to fall.
Just you're good. No? Actually, you know what? Who cares about torquing it? Let's just gun it. Give me that.
Are you sure?
Yeah, that's fine. I always gun mine. I wanted to do things kind of like professionally, but then we're not professionals, right? So let's get the 1 sec. All right, we're considering our like 3 bursts of tightening to be tight enough. So that's all 8, right?
Yeah.
Sweet. Looks good to me. Beautifully done. All right, we're just gonna go to church.
Don't put that in.
Nerd. I'm just kidding. Looks good though. Good job. We got a lot of work done today. Kind of.
We still got more.
Still got a lot more.
The difficult part.
Difficult.